What is going on, everybody? Rhymestyle here, and today we're playing some Battle Z, and this is actually the final mission against Vegito. Well, it's part of it. The entire mission consists of fighting everybody, and check out how fast they just completely obliterate Yamcha, Tien, and Krillin. Like, look, just gone. Completely gone. But anyways, we're not going to talk about that. The main reason why we're making this video is to finally talk about the DLC information that a lot of people have been asking about for weeks. But before we jump into that, I want to first make a couple of announcements. Number one, I am finally starting Dragon Block C again. As I said a couple of weeks ago now. Wow, it's actually been maybe a month and a half. As I said a while ago, I was going to start Dragon Block C over again, but this time we're playing on a harder difficulty, which will make all the enemies much more tougher. They'll shoot key blasts at me, they'll fly around. It's going to be a lot of fun. Well, I am finally starting that back up again this weekend, so expect a video for that sometime in the next day or so after you see this video. I actually have some very special plan for the first episode, so I'm very excited to start that, so be sure to check that out when that comes out. For the second announcement, well, it's not really an announcement, it's more of a question. For the last couple of weeks, I've been trying to figure out a great way to involve you guys in all my videos, so I came up with a new series idea where I'll be battling each and one of you, and for every time I lose, I have to do something. The way it's going to work out is we'll jump into a match, whether it's Battle Royale, normal battle, score battle, whatever. We'll jump into a match, and for every time I lose, I have to do something based on what you guys want me to do. So for example, like, let's say the challenge is take a shot of hot sauce every time I lose. So I would jump into battle with, a random amount of you guys. We would finish the fight. Let's say I lose 3 times, and after the video's over, I have to take 3 shots of a hot sauce on camera. So if you think this will be a fun idea, let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to make it happen. And finally, before we get into this DLC news, my good friends over at Robot Underdog, who have been working on an awesome live-action series of the History of Trunks movie, are getting ready to release their very first trailer. But before they do, they first want to get to 10,000 likes on their Facebook page, so make sure you go to facebook.com/robotunderdog. The link will also be in the description below, and like it and tell all your friends. And just in case you're wondering if it's going to be anything like Dragon Ball Evolution, it is not. You have nothing to worry about because these guys know their Dragon Ball Z, so head to their page right now, like it, and tell all your friends. And now that we got that out of the way, time to talk about the DLC news. So I have 2 bits of information for the downloadable content. Number 1, the PS Vita will be receiving free DLC sometime soon. Now, before you get excited and flip your computers and jump in excitement and go Super Saiyan, it's not, that kind of free DLC. It's not a free character. It's not like a special costume. The free DLC that the Vita owners will be getting is a special Japanese audio voice pack. Now, to those wondering why the hell is Namco Bandai not doing that, it's because the PS Vita version of Battle Z actually did not have a Japanese voice option. But of course, once this update goes live, you'll be able to choose between whatever voices that you want to play the game with. As far as the second news about the DLC, this one is kind of good news and bad news. The good news is if you live in Japan, both Super Saiyan Bardock and Super Vegito were actually released in the PSN store for 300 yen a piece, which is about $3, back on February 6th. But as far as the rest of the world, there's still no word of what's going on or when these characters will be released. I even reached out to Namco Bandai to see what the word is, and I'm waiting for their response. And also, by the way, do not buy Super Saiyan Bardock and Super Vegito on eBay or Amazon, because I saw people selling these characters for as much as $100, and for some reason people are buying it. When these characters hit the store on PSN and the Xbox Live Marketplace, they'll be about $3, so save yourself some money, but just be a little bit more patient. And also, to those wondering what's going to happen with the PS Vita DLC, the Vita DLC is part of PSN Network or PlayStation Network, so anything that gets released on the PS3 will also get released on the Vita. So whenever Super Saiyan Bardock and Super Vegito get released on PS3, it will also be released on the PS Vita, so you have nothing to worry about. So again, just to wrap it up, the Vita will be receiving DLC soon, which will allow you to play the game with the Japanese voices. But as far as Super Saiyan Bardock and Super Vegito, we are unfortunately still stuck waiting with no answers. I'm sorry. As soon as I find out some more information, I'll be sure to let you guys know, but as of right now, there's nothing more that I can tell you. I honestly assume that February 11th will be the release date for the DLC in the rest of the world, and then the reason why is because on February 6th, the DLC was released in Japan, and February 6th was exactly 2 weeks after the game came out in Japan. So I figured if they were going to wait 2 weeks after the release, it would only make sense to release it on February 11th, but I guess I was wrong. The only thing I can really suggest here is to try asking Namco Bandai themselves. Maybe if enough of us tweet at them, at Namco Games, they might respond and give us a better answer. So that just about wraps up everything. As always, if you have any questions at all, please let me know in the comments below, and I'll be sure to answer it. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to let me know by hitting that like button with your best Kamehameha wave. When I'm talking about, I want you to go Super Saiyan 3, charge up like the true Kamehameha, and blow up that like button. And if you're feeling ambitious and you want to become a Super Saiyan, feel free to join the Super Saiyan army right now by subscribing. And finally, before I end this video, please let me know what you guys think about the video idea that I mentioned earlier. Again, the way it's going to work is I'm going to play with you guys, and for every time I lose, I have to do something that you guys want me to do. I think it'll be a real fun series to try out, but again, it's all up to you guys if you want me to do it or not. Anyways, my name is Rhymestyle. You guys keep staying awesome, and I will see you guys next time on Dragon Ball Z.